climbing with a load, 11%. Help me.
Welcome to part 9 of our cycle tour from Dublin to the Ariege in the French Pyrenees. In this episode, we'll discover abandoned buildings and what lies inside, as well as discovering beautiful quiet roads and quaint villages in the Saint Girons area in the Ariege.
Rolling out of Ariege, always a little bit sad, but we know we'll be back for sure, and maybe even next month. Cold air in the morning, we're rolling on the rail trail, the Voie Verte to Lourdes. Once at Lourdes, we catch a train to St Gaudens, and then we'll cycle from there to Saint Girons. We're loading the bikes up again, but a beautiful morning. Bonjour. A lot of people already out and about. Still so cool to see mountains all around us. I love this place. Just feels like home. Anyway, that's it for the moment. On y va à Lourdes guerre. Climbing with a load, 11%. Help me. Almost at the top. And we peaked. We've made it. We are now in a part of the Pyrenees that we've never been before. We are in the Ariege, in a camping place just 5 kilometres out of Saint Girons. We had a pretty nice scenic ride to get here.
Uneventful.
Yeah, uneventful.
Which is good.
Which is very good. No punctures, no mechanicals.
No dodgy roads.
No dodgy roads.
No having to turn back and say, holy shit, what are we doing here?
No, none of that. No chien sauvage, no wild savage dogs coming out of someone's place to attack Stephen or myself. I'll protect you. You know that. This is the campsite. As you can see, very nice. We're all set up. And yeah, it's really quiet. It's one thing we've definitely noticed. There is just a general quietness and sort of respect for everybody at campsites, which is nice. There's no sort of rowdiness, and
I think also the school goes back next week, so this is sort of probably the last week.
The last hurrah for all the les enfants français.
A lot of people have already gone home.
Yep.
So summer holidays on this side of the world or in France.
But no, the train trip from Lourdes to St Gaudens was easy. The bikes went on very easy. The conductor lady stopped everyone getting on the train until we got everything off, which was really nice.
But and it's very easy to do.
Yeah, the route just went as planned.
A couple of steepish climbs, short but steep punchy climbs. With all the gear on, you definitely feel that in the legs.
Yeah.
But after the rest day yesterday, legs didn't actually feel too bad. Still a bit weary all up, but to be expected at the end of nearly 3 weeks and
yeah, my legs feel okay.
1,200 kilometres.
Yeah, my legs feel okay. It's just everything else is tired. This part of the Ariege is very beautiful, seeing the mountains from a different side. The peaks don't seem quite as high as the other side, but I'm
still on the edge a bit.
I do feel we are on the edge of the real mountains, and yeah, some steep climbs that never went longer than you needed them to, or maybe a few hundred metres longer than you wanted them to go, especially one that sort of hit 12% for what seemed like forever. We're set up. We are enjoying the first AeroPress brew for
4 days?
6 days. 5 days? 6 days. And, it's mighty fine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because the French are not good at coffee. They do great baguettes, they do great croissant, chocolatine, and all other things, but their coffee, meh. But anyway, a bientôt. So one of the best things about camping in France is the campgrounds allow you to order your fresh baguette et viennoiserie for le demain matin, for the next morning. And we put our order in. I've just picked it up, and it's chaud baguette, hot baguette, warm baguette, and viennoiserie. So viennoiserie is a term for pastries which originated from Vienna, which include croissant, and in this part of France, southwest, chocolatine, which many other people call pain au chocolat. Never call it pain au chocolat, anything like that in this part of France. Chocolatine only. It could start a war. Anyway, let me just take this mask off. You only need masks for indoors. Oh, look at that! Yum! How many do we have? Well, we got one baguette, and we have un croissant each, and un chocolatine each. Yes, we're having 2 each, and no guilt at all because we're riding so much. We probably need 4 each. Anyway, very, very happy. Steve is making a nice hot coffee. What a way to start a day. How awesome is this in France? Woo! Bonjour from Ariege, Pyrennees. We are just under an hour into a very mellow ride today. Found a beautiful road that tracks alongside the river that flows through Saint Girons. So we're following it upstream. It forks just where we are at now, and we'll probably go up it a little bit before we turn around. A very mellow ride. But yeah,
the valley, beautiful trees everywhere, nice and quiet. Actually, the road's not too busy, and yeah, just seeing the river next to us.
Yeah, let me show you the river. Phew. An old bridge just there, and there's another bridge just around the corner where I guess 2 rivers meet. I would love to tell you what the name of both rivers are, but as is yet the case, I don't know.
We'll work it out.
We will work it out. First sort of ride around here, and there's lots of climbs we could do, but we're going to wait till our legs are rested and do them properly without anything on the bikes. We've got the panniers with us at the moment, which have got laptops, drone, and other important things in them that we don't want to leave at camp, and also more importantly food for tonight in them as well, because it's dimanche, which means that all the supermarchés close at
12:30.
Yeah, 12:30, 12:30, and so we've needed to buy supplies for dinners for tonight, so that's with us as well.
Up, ready to go.
We are, so we're a bit loaded, and I'd prefer to ride the mountains without any loads, which would be great. But also knowing we're going to be based not too far from this area for 6 months means we've got a great opportunity to ride these climbs. And unlike some of the other climbs in the Pyrenees, these ones are open year round. They are generally accessible without worries about snow and stuff like that. But yeah, what a beautiful spot. I'll show you the other way. So yeah, river tracks down that way, and it's beautiful, beautiful clear water as well, all the way to Saint Girons. Anyway, that'll do. On y va. What a beautiful place to ride a bike. Wow. Just nice quiet roads, lush trees, the sound of the river which is just to my left, and no cars, green, mountains either side of me. Wow. You! What do you think?
Stunning location.
Stunning
location so far.
Yeah, love the Ariege. And there's the river again. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, a pretty awesome place. Check out the view. Wow. Huh? It's like we've just been in this road that's sort of hemmed in with sort of trees either side, and it's just opened out. And yeah, wow, beautiful little village. And of course it's dead quiet because it's lunchtime in France. Check those mountains out, peeps. Wow. Just out for a little walk just outside of the campsite. I noticed this place when we were rolling in. A real grand old, what we would call fixer-upper. Well, I don't think there's a single window. All the shutters are off. It's massive, this place. Like, I'm not sure how well this will come up on camera. There's a sign here saying Bâtiment dangereux, propriété privée, défense d'entrée. Private property, dangerous, maybe build bâtiment. I'm not sure what that means, but what I'm gathering is private property, don't enter, and maybe it's state of ill repair, so it could be dangerous. But yeah, huge. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 30, I think 35 windows on this side. Further down is in the campground, and let's just walk down a little bit. This is just interesting to me to see, and I imagine this is like all throughout France. Now, obviously, I've just come from Ireland, where I'm always stunned and amazed at seeing, you know, places taken over by trees, but this is just grandeur on a massive scale. And you can see even here, like, you know, there's old with bars on the windows, and I imagine inside it's pretty dungy. Hope a big rat doesn't come out at me. Let's have a look. It's been a while since anyone's been in here, but yeah, wow. So you can see up the stairs, and yeah, everything's just in a nice state of disrepair. I wonder how, see? Wow. If I was the Bald and Bankrupt YouTube channel, I'd be going into these places somehow and checking it out, but yeah. No. Old beer bottles, so I think maybe some people have been having a bit of a party in here. Not sure, but yeah, whoa. We'll just have a look at one more. I don't know why I'm whispering. It just sort of feels like I'm doing something I shouldn't be. Wow. A bit creepy, right? Yeah. Creepy and sort of sad as well, that such a, what used to be such a grand place is now no longer so grand. And you sort of, like, your mind goes back to, what were these places way back when? It was a grand chateau for somebody, I'm imagining. And now, no longer so grand, but we've just been bitten by something. Still being bitten by something. I don't know what I've stepped through there, but it's, ow. Sorry, this video's just taken a turn, hasn't it? I think I've possibly just brushed against some stinging nettles. Anyway, this here, so the other side of the building, not sure if you can see so well. Flip it round. It's not really that much to see, to be fair. It's just, you know, up the walls. Have amazing views. And then this is like the stone wall in front of it. And then if you walk down this way, which I will take you, There's like a park in there and an old lavabo, so where they used to wash clothes back in the old days, obviously, and then yeah, through that hedge is where our campground is. But anyway, that's a bit of Bella explores the abandoned old buildings that have seen better days. I might just quickly walk and show you the other side of this. Wow. Here we go. This is sad. That makes me sad. Just lots of vandalism and it's sort of not that unexpected, is it? You can see where all the vines just grow up the side of it, and yeah, there's not a single glass window. Imagine the costs of rebuilding this place. And you sort of wonder what it used to be. No idea. I wonder how many of these exist here. Anyway, from the old abandoned chateau in Ariege, I think, or anyway, somewhere near Saint Girons. Bella out. Decided to do something I haven't done before and just go into the Strava routes menu and just plug a little circuit and see what's around me. And so far, just doing a 10-kilometre loop, about halfway through, and oh, it's brilliant! Look at this scenery! Just beautiful rolling sort of country farm lanes and quiet roads, no cars. It's a bit windy, but I don't really care. I'm in rural France, people. I'm loving it. I'm in the wrong gear and I can't change because of the video. But yeah. You. Oh, so good. Okay, I need to change gears. Really happy I've done this. Fan-freaking-tastic. This road was so good I decided to turn around for a few short 100 metres and come back to one of the viewing spots. But whoa, look at this! Yeah, that's the mainer road that I've turned off on. I'm coming up through a little farm lane and not sure if you can see, but there's beautiful wildflowers in this open meadow, and just look at that road just curling up. And imagine if you lived up in that house. Gosh, you'd have a hill climb and a half every day, wouldn't you? Yeah, cars on that road and none on this one. That's where I'm heading back, so I'll turn around and continue the route. But yeah, so far, really rating this Strava route. It's just nice and rolling. I've passed some old sunflowers that are, I call them dead sunflowers, they've passed their date. And just rural. It's just, yeah, sussy c'est bon. Let's hope it continues that way. Still beautiful now, just in the shade. Love it. It's, yeah, what a great place. Oh, look at it. Ew! Oh, once again in the wrong gear, I'm gonna have to press stop. But yeah, yeah, that was tough. Hit some 11%ers there in the wrong gear totally, but yeah, loving this so far. And honestly, I don't think I'm probably too far from the finish of the route. I'm just coming up to Montesquieu Avante. Look at this place here. It's like, does anyone come here? It's just like a little hamlet of like nothing, and quiet as ever. Oh, I love it. I think I need to stop and take a couple of pics. Absolutely mind-blowing by these views. I've just turned off the route and gone up a smallest little track because I could see that I would get higher off the road, and holy moly. Okay, I'm sure you can see it anyway, and I hope this comes out on camera. Nothing ever looks good as it does in real life, but oh my gosh, mountains, mountains, mountains! Look at it. as far as you can see. I think I'm only like a couple of k's away now from finishing off the route and back to the campground, which is going to be back down that road there, go straight across. But I had to stop for this video. Wow, well worth doing that. I think I'm going to do that a little bit once we settle, just to learn some new roads and stuff. And it's amazing, the farms here are so small and so quaint, like, and the properties are like steep edge, that, you know, people are like hand cutting grass and raking it into piles to bake bales of hay. It really is just the true Pyrenees. It's just quaint and rural and agricultural and familial. It's not commercial like the Alps. There's just something beautiful about it, and I love it. But yeah, look at the views. Oh, I love it here. I'm so happy. Bella out. Here we are in our first tunnel, and the cool thing was we came into it and it was pitch black dark. Steve rode in a few metres and all of a sudden automatic sensor lights just came on. Take that, cycling infrastructure, the best. Now, we ready for the tunnel noises? Woo! Oh, dark again. Here we are at the Bois Vert Viaduct of Dreams. Look at this. Ew. Sensational, right?
And that brings us to the end of part 9. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, please give us a like. And if you want to follow along for the rest of our journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've got any questions for us about cycle touring in France, be sure to send us a comment or flick us an email. Until next time, happy pedaling.